been seeing those angel numbers too, huh? That's the universe trying to tell you to stay on your NoFap journey, to stay on this No Nut November journey. Or maybe not even NoFap or No Nut November. That's the universe trying to tell you to stay on the path that leads to the place that you know you deserve and desire to go to. You gotta stay on that path, bro. Look, it's after 1 p.m. I do not want to get out of this bed, bro. You know what I want to do right now? You know what I really want to do? I want to lie down in this bed all day and just watch Netflix. Alright, that's what I want to do. But guess what? That action does not align with the place that I'm going. So one or the other has to give, and I'm not willing to sacrifice the destination. Therefore, I'm going to have to sacrifice some of these pleasures along the way, with PMO being one of them. Okay, do you think I don't want to do that right now? Do you really think I don't want to do that? Bro, look, I want to do it just as bad as any of you do. But I keep going. Why? Because I know where I'm going, or I at least have a general sense of where I'm going. And look, we're all on our own paths. I'm not asking you to follow me on mine. I don't want you to follow me on my path. I want you to watch me following my path. And I want that to inspire you to follow your own path. I can't make you follow your path. All I can do is give you a map. That's my responsibility. I'm the person who makes maps. They said that during the gold rush, the people who made the most money were not the ones who were out there looking for gold. No. It was the ones who were selling maps to the people who were looking for gold. I'm a map seller. I sell maps. No, I think it was shovels actually. But we're just going to pretend like that's how the story goes, okay? A lot of people, they are looking for the gold, and that's fine, okay? I think that we all have our own gold, we all have our own treasure, but I'm also in the industry of selling maps and shovels, all right? I'm giving you the tools, I'm giving you that sense of direction, and you do with that what you will. I can't make you start digging those holes looking for gold. And I can't make you keep digging until you find that gold. I think 2 vlogs ago I was talking about that meme where the guy is mining for diamonds, I believe, and he's literally just about to get to the diamonds, and then he turns around. He gives up because he couldn't see that he was right there. Don't be that guy. Do not be that guy. Alright, I know this journey is hard. No pun intended. It's hard. It's difficult. Nobody wants to do this shit, bro. That's the whole point. That's what makes it so powerful and potent. When you learn how to tell yourself no, you open yourself up to the opportunities where the universe will tell you yes. You make of that what you will. Like I said, bro, I don't want to get out of this bed today. I'm already pretty much up, so I might as well start fixing my bed. But truthfully, bro, I do not want to do this. I just want to lie in bed, do PMO, and watch Netflix. That's what I want to do today. But today's not that day. Okay, today is November 7th, which means that if you've been following this journey with me, then that means that you are on 7 days. 7 days of NoFap, 7 days on No Nut November. Be proud of yourself, bro. 7 days is not easy. A lot of people in this world, especially men, a lot of men in this world cannot make it 7 days without PMO. Be proud of yourself. Now, why am I saying all of this? The reason why I'm saying all of this is because yesterday I almost folded. And when I say I folded, or I almost folded, I'm not just talking about NoFap. Okay, yeah, I almost folded on NoFap, but that was more so a symptom of a larger problem. The reason why I almost folded on NoFap was because I almost folded on everything else. Okay, pretty much everything that you see on that daily planner, everything that you see me doing day in and day out, I almost folded on all of that stuff. So I just had a pretty negative attitude towards everything. I was telling myself, bro, I don't need to do my stretches. I don't need to gratitude journal. I don't need to do this workout. I don't need to vlog. I don't need to do any of this stuff.
Right? Why am I doing this stuff? I could just be watching Netflix right now. And that's very true. I very well could have just been watching Netflix. But again, I have goals that I'm working towards. And every time that thought came in my head about me not needing to do the things that I was doing, I thought about my future self and what he would tell me. And I am very, very certain that he would tell me to just keep going. Just keep going. Keep moving forward, like Ice Cold JT always says. Keep moving forward. Simple as that. But for as simple as it is, it's not easy. Okay, it's simple, but it is not easy. Do not confuse the two. If it were easy, everyone will be doing it. All right, we've chosen the path that is less taken. And because of that, we will receive rewards that not too many people receive. We'll reach destinations that many people don't reach. And it's not so much that we're better than people for doing NoFap or for working out or doing all of these things. It's simply that we're different. Okay, we are built different. We have different lines of thinking than other people because we have to, because that's what our goals necessitate. Like I said, I don't want to be doing any of this stuff. I don't want to brush my teeth right now. Okay, that's kind of a lie. I kind of do. My breath is kicking, bro. That morning breath is crazy, but I don't want to brush my teeth for the sake of brushing my teeth. I don't enjoy the act of sticking this toothbrush in my mouth. Pause. The reason why I brush my teeth is because I want fresh breath and white teeth. That's what it comes down to. That's why I brush my teeth twice a day, every day. I probably should go to the dentist too, but we've already had that conversation. The point that I'm making is that on your journey, there are going to be a lot of not just moments, but days, full-on days, where you're just not feeling it, where you do not want to be doing what you're doing. The key is to keep going in those moments. Okay, I think Hamza says, do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. That's true. That's true, except I would revise that to do the right work, especially when you don't feel like it, because it comes back to the 80-20 rule. Hard work alone won't get you anywhere. It's about figuring out the tasks that move the needle and doing those tasks whether you feel like it or not. Okay, me taking these courses, I'm telling myself, bro, he's talking about Facebook ads, I'm probably never even going to use that. This is the inner dialogue that's going on in my head as I watch these courses. But I still do them. Why? Because that's going to move the needle. So I do it. That's what needs to be done. So I do it. That's what being not even a man, that's what being an adult is about. Is doing the things that you don't want to do, but that you know you need to do and that you should do. Alright, do you think I want to wash my face right now? Absolutely not. I do not want to wash my face right now. I want clear skin. That's why I'm washing my face. Pretty soon I'm going to drop a full skincare routine so that you can see how I get the glow. I know I've already dropped a few skincare routine videos in the past, but my routine has changed a little bit. I would say enough to warrant a whole new video. So be on the lookout for that. Do you think I want to stick my head and face in this cold water? Come on, bro. Be real. Be realistic here. I do not want to do this at all. And that's why I'm doing it. I need to figure out a more efficient way of doing this, bro. Without feeling like I'm being drowned. I know I haven't mentioned this in the vlogs yet, but I do still take cold showers. But I take my showers at night, usually after my workout. I know you're probably wondering, like, damn, I haven't seen this man shower. I mean, you're not going to see me shower, but this man hasn't talked about showering. He hasn't even shown a clip of the water coming on. This man must be dirty as hell. No, I shower every day, but I take cold showers every single day. That's another cheat code on NoFap, by the way. Alright, if you're struggling with NoFap, then take a cold shower. Alright, that right there, that will kill those urges expeditiously. Believe me when I tell you that. Let me show you something real quick. Okay, do you see these tasks right here? You see all of these tasks? If you notice, and if you haven't noticed from my vlogs, most of my days look the same. Okay, I'm pretty much doing the same things every single day, more or less. And why is this, I don't know if it's that OCD kicking in. Why is this so important? The reason why this is important is because what I've learned in doing the same things day in and day out is that even if the actions, the behaviors are the exact same on a day-to-day basis with little to no variation, your feelings about those actions and your attitude toward those actions will change. What I mean by that is some days I complete all of my tasks with what I would consider to be delusional optimism. Okay, I really see the outcome of the actions that I'm taking, and that inspires a lot of motivation within me. But on other days, maybe the vision gets a little foggy. Okay, we have that astigmatism or whatever you want to call it, and I struggle to see why I'm doing what I'm doing. And I'm saying this to say that the most important thing about what you're doing is how you see what you're doing. Your perception of what you're doing determines your capacity to continue doing it. Simply put, your perception of what you're doing determines your capacity to continue doing that thing or those things. I see my workout as something that is effective and something that is worth the trade-off of having to go out in that backyard and do those pull-ups, okay, even when no one's watching. I see that as a worthwhile trade-off. A lot of people don't. That's why they don't work out. That's why they can't stick with their workout routine. Even when the New Year's comes around and they feel motivated and they get that gym membership with all of their friends and everything like that, usually there's only one or two of those friends that actually stick with the program. The reason why is because those friends, even though they're taking the same exact action, those friends that stay have a different attitude towards the action. And one of the biggest perception shifts that you'll ever have in your life, all right, and you need to listen closely, bro. Let me zoom in. You need to listen very, very closely. One of the biggest perception shifts that you'll have in your life is when you learn to stop saying, I have to do these things, or I got to do this. Instead of saying that, start saying, I get to do these things. This is a privilege, not a punishment. All of these things that I'm doing, all of these tasks, okay? All of these tasks that you can hopefully see, because I can't see the camera right now, those are privileges. There was a time when I was working at H&M or PacSun or IHOP when I would have loved for my days to look like this. I get to wake up, go to the gym, not even go to the gym, work out in the backyard. I get to wake up, work out, meditate, and make a video and write. What? Talk to my girlfriend? Bro, these are not punishments. These are privileges. Think about your younger self, or maybe think about a version of yourself who at one point couldn't do what it is that you're able to do right now. And really think about how advantageous your position is. I don't care what your position is right now. All right, we already know that you have access to technology. That in and of itself means that you have so many advantages that you might not have even considered yet. You have not even $1 million. You have $1 billion right in front of you, bro. You can make $1 billion off the computer. But you have to change your attitude first. You have to change your attitude first. All right, let's say, for example, you're in a really, really shitty situation. Let's say you're in prison, right? You're watching this on your, what do they call it, tablet time, whatever. You're watching this on the tablet time, or maybe you have a cell phone contraband. Look, I'm not telling you, bro. I'm not an informant, but let's say you're in prison and you're in this situation that you simply can't get out of. All right, nobody's coming to save you. I'm not coming to break you out. All right, you're not El Chapo. This isn't Shawshank Redemption or whatever. You're stuck in that motherfucker, bro. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm not coming to save you. But what I will do is I will give you a map and a shovel. Not to dig yourself out of the prison, but to dig yourself out of this metaphorical hole that you're in mentally that got you into that situation in the first place. All right, you can change your attitude towards the situation that you're in. If you can't change the situation right now, you're in prison, or maybe, I don't know, you're in school,
or you're in a household with toxic parents, or whatever the situation might be, you can change your attitude towards the situation. Your attitude is always in your control. Your situation isn't always in your control, but your attitude is always in your control. And in knowing that, you can really start to reframe these different aspects of your life. Alright, yeah, it sucks that you're in prison and you don't have the same freedoms as maybe someone like me. But guess what? You also don't have the same obligations and responsibilities as someone like me. Your only obligations are to read books, work out, and meditate, play chess, whatever else you do. Okay, you can sit there and focus on yourself 25/8 for however long your sentence is. And once you get out, then you can enjoy the benefits that come with being a free person. But understand that there are upsides and downsides to every single situation. And if this weren't the case, then people would never be institutionalized. You would never see people who get out of prison after a 20-year sentence and go and commit a crime just so they can go back because they'd rather be there. They've simply found the upside and become a little too attached to the situation. The point that I'm making is your perception of a situation is what truly matters. Especially your perception towards the 20% of actions which get you the 80% of results. And a great way to change your perception of a situation is by gratitude journaling. You see, a more succinct way to put the idea of reframing is flexing on your younger self. That's basically all gratitude journaling is. That's all gratitude is. It's thinking back to a time when you didn't have the thing that you currently have. And even better, thinking back to a time when you wanted the thing that you currently have. For example, my ability to do this right here, this stretch right here, there was a time when I actually thought this was impossible for me. Okay, there was a time when even touching my knees was borderline physically impossible for me because, guess what? I didn't do my stretches. Okay, there's a reason why I'm always telling you to do your stretches. It's because it's the thing that you don't want to do, but you know you have to do. And when you can do this, especially early in the morning, you can generate momentum for other things that you know you need to be doing that you don't necessarily want to do. Okay, stretches are a great example of this. You're not going to get paid for doing your stretches. I mean, unless you're a yoga instructor or something like that, in which case I shouldn't have to tell you to do your stretches, but you're not going to get paid, generally speaking, for doing your stretches. I am because I'm vlogging it, but you get the idea. Okay, this isn't something that you see a direct result from, and it's something that takes you a long time to get results from. But that's the point. Okay, you have to develop these habits that are rooted in consistency. And the consistency is rooted in discipline. The discipline is rooted in optimism. This is what not a lot of people tell you. Okay, in order to sustain any semblance of discipline over time, you have to be optimistic. That is the only way. You have to fundamentally believe that what you're doing is going to work. Otherwise, you'll be too demoralized to continue. Now, to my point earlier, there will be days when you don't see that outcome, when you lose that optimism. That's why momentum is important. You have to build the momentum on the days where you do see the outcome, where you do feel that delusional, which it's not really delusional optimism if it's real, but the delusional optimism, you have to use the momentum that you generate on those days to carry you through the bad days where you don't see that outcome and you don't feel that optimism. This is something that I've learned the hard way in my life. If you give yourself space to allow that optimism to die down, okay, if you take your foot off the gas pedal and you let that car's momentum come to a slow and steady stop, my brother in Christ, you're in trouble. Because then you have to build that momentum all over again. And it's possible, but believe me when I tell you that it's much more difficult to start from zero than it is
to simply build on the momentum that you've already generated. I'm saying all of this to say that you need to change your attitude about things. I don't want to do this stretch. I don't want to do any of these stretches. Like I said, I would rather be in bed right now watching Netflix or doing PMO. That's what I'd rather do in my mind. But I know deep down that I can't move like that if I want to be able to do the things that I want to do. For example, touching my toes. This is a flex on my younger self. This is a major flex on my younger self at that. Think about all of the things that your younger self wants that you currently have. Something as simple as the device that you're watching this on. Think about that. Think about all of those things in your life and use those observations, those acknowledgements to reframe your perception and your attitude toward the life that you're currently living. Because the life that you're living is what allows you to build the life that you will be living. And in the future, you'll flex on yourself today. Do you think I want to do these planks? Okay, do you really realistically think that I wake up thinking, wow, I can't wait to do these planks today? Bro, I do not want to do these planks. Never in my life, ever in my life, have I ever woken up one day and said, I think I want to do planks today. Never. That has never happened. Now, how do I maintain the discipline to do these planks every day? I don't really have the leverage of delusional optimism because I've already kind of achieved the goal that I wanted, which was to build my core strength to the extent that I don't get injured when working out. That being said, I can leverage the alternative outcome. What do I mean by that? So on those days where you lose sight of the potential outcome, I wouldn't even say the potential outcome, but the inevitable outcome of doing what you're doing, if you lose sight of that outcome and you lose that optimism as a result, think about the alternative action that you can take, and then think about the outcome of that alternative action, i.e. the alternative outcome. So for example, if I'm doing these planks and I know I don't want to do them, what's the alternative? The only alternative is not doing them. So if I don't do them, what's the outcome for that over time? I've seen that outcome before. It's called physical therapy. And that's not an outcome that I personally want to experience. So on the days where I don't want to do these planks, i.e. every single calendar day of my entire human existence on this earth, I can think about the alternative outcome of going to physical therapy, spending that time and that money and that energy to do something that I could just do at home for free 99. I can think about that alternative outcome and that can motivate me to do these planks because I know that the alternative is worse than the action itself. That being said, you're doing these planks with me today. Okay, you thought that you were going to get off easy and you're just going to be able to watch me suffer. No, we're doing these planks together today. The whole 3 minutes in total. That's 1 minute for the front plank, 1 minute on each side. We're doing the whole thing today. All right, get down on the floor. Yes, you too. Okay, Nadia, I know you're watching this. Yeah, you're you're part of this as well. You're doing these planks with me today. All right, you thought you were safe. Absolutely not. So I'm going to set the timer and we always go up first, so get up. All right, get up. Get up so I can start this timer. All right, boom. All right, I'm going to keep time. So we're doing this for 1 minute. I don't know if I'm going to do too much talking during this plank because, like I said, I don't like doing these, bro. I do not like doing these any more than you do. But we're doing them together. All right, we suffer together. We elevate together. We evolve together. Simply put. No one's making you do this. You don't have to do this. I'm talking to myself right now, just in case you thought I was talking to you. I'm not trying to motivate anybody. I'm just trying to get through these planks. Nobody's making you do this, Jordan. Nobody's making you do this. All right, we got 18 seconds left. Keep pushing. Keep that core tight. Every morning you should be doing something like this. I say morning is 3:29 p.m., but every day you should be doing something early on that you don't want to do. Let's set the tone for the rest of the day. And that's a minute. That's 1 minute and 1 second. See, that wasn't so bad, was it? It was, wasn't it? Okay, well,
We're not gonna take any breaks in between. No rest. All right, we're moving devious today. We're moving devious because we're on a mission. Don't know what that mission is. The mission is to stay out of physical therapy. Boom, there you go. So, gotta get up first. All right, if you can't do the plank yet, pause the video and wait until you can do the plank. But we're doing these planks together today, whether you like it or not. If you don't do these planks, I'm gonna track your IP, and I don't know what I'm gonna do after that. I didn't really think that far ahead, but just know, all right, I'm coming for you. Pause. Get up. Timer started. All right, 1 minute on the side right here. We're on the left side. If you're on the right side, that's fine. We're gonna do the other side here in about 50 seconds. Hopefully you can even see me. Oh yeah, this angle is duplicitous. But this is what it is, bro. This is the reality. This is the reality. Doing something that you don't want to do. Nadia, you're not excluded from this. You have to do these planks too. You thought you were safe. Absolutely not. Make sure that you're breathing during your planks too, bro. That's a habit that I used to have. I didn't breathe during my planks. And I would be kind of on the brink of death whenever I'd finish my planks. So make sure that you're breathing properly. 4 more seconds. You'd love to see it. All right. No rest in between, bro. We're just, at this point, we're just trying to get through this, bro. We're just trying to get through this. We're not trying to get through this. We are getting through this. That includes you, Nadia. That includes you, too. All right. Let's get it. Get up. Timer's going. We always get up before we start the timer. You want to be strong, you want to be swole, this is where it starts, right here in the core. This is where the energy is transferred. Doesn't matter who you are, what you're into, this is an exercise you should be doing. Point blank period. Got about 26 seconds left. That's not that long. 26 seconds, bro. That's easy. We're talking about a YouTube short here, okay? This is a YouTube short. Do your planks. Do your stretches too. Do your planks. See? That wasn't so bad.
Over your ads and customizing your ads and finding and seeing the data and reading the data. Awesome job. See you in the next lecture.
Do you think I want to sit here for 20 minutes a day, 5 days a week, and learn about Facebook ads? Okay, I don't even use Facebook. I don't even use Facebook, the social media platform, much less Facebook ads. Nor do I really intend to use it. But I do it. Why? Because I know that there might be some information hidden in this section of the course that might help me in areas that are actually relevant to me. Therefore, I'm doing this. Okay, I'm doing this whole entire section. You can see this section is 4 hours and 9 minutes worth of course content. I'm almost complete with it. The day that I'm complete with it, which should be, I believe, Thursday, or rather tomorrow I should finish this section, I'm going to be a very happy man. But if you think that I actually want to sit here and watch these courses every single day, at least during weekdays, you have me confused with someone else. Okay, you might have me confused with Mr. Dawson. Alright, shout out to Mr. Dawson for getting first comment on back-to-back days. That man is built different. Alright, Mr. Dawson is a different breed. And look, I don't want to instigate. Alright, it's not my place to instigate, but are you really going to let Mr. Dawson three-peat on these comments? Mr. Dawson's an OG, so he deserves it. That man has been there since 2020. Okay, he's been there for a long time, but hey, bro, look. I'm not trying to instigate, but I don't know. That's kind of crazy if you let one person get first comment 3 videos in a row. That's just me though. That's just my opinion. But I don't want to do these courses, bro. I don't do these courses because I find them to be fun and enjoyable. I do them because I know that they will make me better. Simply put, that's what it comes down to. Now, on the flip side of that, I do want to do my Duolingo. I do want to learn Dutch so that I can better communicate with my girlfriend, alright? Her English is really, really good, and English isn't even her first language. Okay, she is born and raised in the Netherlands. She literally had never been to the US. She had never been to this continent prior to coming here to Texas to visit me. So, I figure if she can be that good at English, I can be that good at Dutch. Albeit maybe in 20 years or so, but I can at least meet her 25% of the way there. Okay, we can meet somewhere near the middle. That being said,
Zonder.
zonder is without.
8.
8. 8.
Donker.
Donker is dark.
9.
9 is 9.
Het meisje heeft 10 broers.
Het meisje...
Meisje.
Wait.
Het meisje heeft 10 broers.
Het meisje heeft
Heeft
10 broers.
broers.
The girl has... I don't know if 10 is 10 or what that means, but the girl has 10 brothers. 10 brothers, yeah, I was right.
3.
3. 3. 3. 3. 3.
5.
5 is 5.
8.
8 is 8.
Na.
Na is after. I see 7 colors. Ik zie
Zie.
7.
7.
7. 7. Kleuren.
Kleuren. 7 is minder dan 8.
7 is minder dan 8. 7 is less than 8. He has a dog and 6 cats. Hij heeft een hond
hond
en 6
6
katten.
katten.
Hij eet minder brood.
Hij eet minder brood. He eats less bread.
Zij zien 6 olifanten.
Zij zien 6 olifanten. They see 6 elephants. My sister has 8 children and 9 dogs. What is she on? Mijn zus heeft 8 kinderen en 9 honden.
Honden.
Het paard eet 10 appels.
Het paard eet 10 appels. The horse eats 10 apples. He knows 7 menus. Hij kent
Kent
7 menus.
menus. Hij heeft een hond en 6 katten.
Hij heeft een hond
hond
en
en 6 katten.
He has a dog and 6 cats.
We hebben minder dan 10 glazen.
We hebben minder dan 10 glazen. We have less than 10 glasses. We have less than 10 glasses.
9 olifanten, dat is niet genoeg.
9 olifanten, dat is niet genoeg. Quit playing
Je
with me,
krijgt
boy.
6 boeken van me.
Je krijgt 6 boeken van mij. Van me. Let me hear that again.
Je krijgt 6 boeken van me.
Je krijgt 6 boeken van me. You are getting 6 books from me. Je krijgt 6 boeken van me. I know my girl's laughing at me right now. Nadia, it's not funny. Ik heb... Ooh, how do you say 9 again? Oh no. Okay, hold on. Names is name, I think. Ik heb 9. Oh, I misspelled name, but close enough. The part, well, the horse eats 10 apples. Is it the part or het part? I don't understand. See, this right here, this is the only thing about Dutch that I just do not understand. My girlfriend was telling me that the het and de don't have any definite rules. There's no logic behind it. It's just, you just know it or you don't. And that's discouraging. But nevertheless, I'm doing these Duolingo lessons every single day, except for this past Sunday. It's part 8, 10 apples. Quit playing with me, bro. Hey, look. Perfect lesson. And also, let me give you another lesson. Okay, just a quick little lesson right here. Do you see how it froze my streak on Sunday? It froze my streak on Sunday because I missed that day, but I still have a 309-day streak. Guess what? Alright, I have news for you. And this might be shocking. Matter of fact, come closer. Shh, closer. Creatine. Shh. No, I'm just playing with you, but check this out, okay? I'm on 309 days straight of Duolingo, even though I missed not only this past Sunday, but probably 10 days in total for the whole year. Right? This streak has been going on since late 2022. I've probably missed 10 days this year, this calendar year, and yet the streak continues. This is how NoFap works as well. Alright, if you've already relapsed, if you're like, Jordan, this video came 2 days too late, no it didn't. Alright, you can keep going. Just because you relapse on NoFap doesn't mean that you have to suddenly leave all of the momentum that you've generated behind. You're not on day 0. You are not on day 0. That's not how it works. That's not how anything in life works. Later on in this video, you're going to see me working out. If I were to miss a day or even a week of working out, do you really think that my physique would change all that much? Do you really think that if I missed a week of working out, I would go from the physique I have now to the physique I had when I was 17, before I ever stepped foot inside of a gym or started working out? No. Okay, that's not how it works. That's not how life works. Nothing in life works like that. I'm eating this oatmeal right now because this right here is conducive to the fitness goals that I have. But if I were to eat nothing but cake and nachos for a week straight, would that affect my physique? Maybe. But it wouldn't undo all of the work that I've put in as far as my diet goes. 1 week is not enough to, and that's 1 week of consistently eating bad. That is not enough to offset the years that I've spent eating good, eating healthy. In the same way, relapsing once or twice or 10 times or 20 or 30 times, it doesn't matter. Relapsing is not going to be enough to set you back unless you give it too much significance in your mind. A lot of people, they put too much significance into NoFap as a practice, when in all actuality, and I probably shouldn't say this because it might enable you, but this is just the truth, okay? I'm a deliverer of the truth. At least the truth that I found. You don't need NoFap to improve your life. Oh my God, Jordan, what? Bro, you don't need NoFap. Let me show you something, okay? Let me show you something. Do you see these habits right here? Do you see all of these things, these tasks? There were many times before I got on this current streak that I'm on, and I say streak loosely because NoFap is a lifestyle, and this is what NoFap being a lifestyle actually means. That's besides the point. There were many days where I relapsed on NoFap, once or even twice, okay? Once or even twice. And I still completed all of these tasks because these are the things that actually moved the needle. This is why I was still able to make progress in my life despite not having been on NoFap for a certain period of time. It's because ultimately NoFap, for some people, it will be a part of that 20% that gets you 80% of the results. But truthfully, NoFap isn't even a task that you do. It's something that you don't do. And because of that, it can only move the needle so much. What really moves the needle is the things that you're doing, okay? Yes, removing certain habits definitely helps you because you're not creating negative momentum. You're not creating an opposing force for the things that you're supposed to be doing. Nevertheless, if every day you are doing things that outweigh the opposing forces, even the ones that you create yourself, you're going to make progress in your life. All NoFap ever did was accelerate the progress that I was going to make anyways. And that's all it's going to do for you, is it's going to help you accelerate the progress that you should be making anyways by simply doing the things that you're supposed to be doing. This is why I really haven't talked all that much about NoFap in these past 7 days that I've been vlogging. Or I think it's been 8 days, but you get the idea. I haven't talked that much about NoFap because it's really not that important. The most important thing is the lifestyle which enables NoFap to be a practice that you naturally do. But the lifestyle starts with the discipline. The discipline starts with the attitude. I don't want to do any of the things that you see me doing. If it was really up to me, I would still be in that bed right there watching Netflix. Alright, I'd be binge watching all types of shows and doing PMO, whatever. Because those are pleasurable activities. I might even go get me a PlayStation, 5? Is that the new console? I don't know. I don't play video games anymore, but I might go play video games again. These are the things that part of my brain, which feeds off of the dopamine, wants to do. But I know internally in my soul that those things are not beneficial for me. They're not moving the needle. And even with that being said, even if I did those things, in conjunction with these things, it wouldn't matter. Because these are the things that are going to move the needle for me. I'm saying this to say that if this video came a day too late, or 3 days too late, or 6 days too late, maybe you relapsed on the first day, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. You have to keep going. You can't let that relapse stop you from continuing what you were starting to build. If you relapsed, then okay, that's fine. You can't go back and undo that. What you can do is compensate for it by doing more of the things that will move the needle. And again, really, if you relapsed, there's not all that much to compensate for because per the law of Duolingo, even if you miss a day, your streak continues. Or rather, your streak doesn't continue, it's frozen in place in a sense. So think about it like you relapsing on NoFap is not you regressing, it's you halting the momentum of the progress that you would otherwise be making. Which in a sense is regression because of the quote-unquote opportunity cost of the self-improvement that could have come from that. The point that I'm making though is that what really matters is how you're living your life as a whole. Never predicate your life and your mental well-being on one practice. Just don't do it. Do not do it. If you value your mental health, you value your peace of mind, don't do that. That being said, out of all of these tasks, okay, I've already completed my morning routine, my stretches, and the courses. The one that I'm perhaps looking forward to the most is this one right here, reading and writing. Okay, I'm working on my poetry book. I'm making really good progress on that. And as a matter of fact, I want to share some of that progress with you right now. Today we met in person, and you were worth the wait. Your beauty a reminder that true love is never late. It always comes on time, but not a moment quicker. The moment that we kissed, I felt the feelings growing thicker, like waves within the ocean where there once existed drought. My finger on your lips, for it's a sin to talk about. The moments that I'll miss you from the day that I depart. So let's enjoy each moment from the bottom of our hearts. Do you think I want to be in the backyard doing this workout right now? Okay, do you honestly, truly in your heart believe that I would rather be in this backyard doing these weighted calisthenics with this 25 pounds, okay, 25 pounds wrapped around my waist in this 85-degree weather with humidity than lying in my bed watching Netflix right now? Do you really truly believe I'd rather be doing this than that? If you really believe that, then you're mistaken. You are sadly mistaken. I do not want to be doing this. However, I want to continue to build muscle. I want to continue to build on the momentum that I've already generated from having taken this same action, having made this same exact decision day after day after day after day. Because guess what? Netflix isn't going anywhere. PMO isn't going anywhere. All of these things will still be there if I want them once I've done the things that I've set out to do. What you have to understand is that there are two types of disciplines in life. There's the discipline of doing things that you don't want to do, and then there's the discipline of not doing things that you do want to do. I have good news and I have bad news. The good news is that you need both disciplines in order to succeed. The bad news is that you need both disciplines in order to succeed. And what I mean by that is, it's a good thing because once you establish one discipline, the other discipline will naturally follow. If you simply stop doing the things that you know you shouldn't be doing, that you want to do, but that aren't any good for you, you'll naturally begin to replace those things with things that you should be doing, that you don't necessarily want to do, but that are good for you. If you stop eating junk food, you still need to eat. So what are you going to do? You're going to replace the junk food with healthy food. It's common sense. This is also bad news because if you don't have the mental fortitude to implement one of the two disciplines in your life, then you won't develop either one. Now, the good thing as well, okay, so this is also good because you only need to add one. And it doesn't matter which one you add first. So whether you start off by doing something like NoFap, or whether you start off by adding habits like working out, taking cold showers, and gratitude journaling, etc., doesn't really matter. All that matters is that you pick one of the two types of disciplines and you implement it with consistency, the type of consistency that must be rooted in optimism. Like I said, I do not want to do this workout, but I know that doing this workout will help me build muscle. That being said, let's go ahead and do this first set right here. Here, let's hit these pull-ups right here, these chin-ups. Get a different angle, a premium angle. Just like I talked about in my workout video that I posted this past Monday. I think it was called "You Can Get This Physique in 1 Year." Shoulder width apart, pronated grip, or is this supinated? I don't know. Hands facing you. 10. Full range of motion. I'm no mathematician, but that seems like 10. Okay, that was 10 right there. Dips, superset. I don't want to do this, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I want the result. That's 10 dips. Push-ups. Alright, push-ups. Don't think I forgot about the diamond push-ups. Alright. Just like the meme, we're mining for diamonds. Minecraft. Ten diamond push-ups. Done.